If you're taking a prime Kyrie over a prime Chris Paul, your basketball card needs to be revoked. Chris Paul has 3 All-NBA teams in this decade alone. Kyrie Irving has 3 for his entire career. The teams Chris Paul was on before he went to Houston to play with James Harden, he was the best player on those teams that were also championship contenders. Meanwhile, Kyrie Irving in his first 3 years in the league was the best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers team that wasn't even a contender. They weren't even in the playoff picture. And then those 2 years in Boston where Kyrie was the best player on that team, but they went to the playoffs to the conference finals without him. We can talk about Kyrie's handles, how he hit one of the greatest shots in NBA Finals history, how he's your favorite player's favorite player. We can talk about Chris Paul being one of the greatest conductors of the pick and roll, how he doesn't turn over the ball, and how everywhere he goes, his teams win. The Chris Paul effect. But let's just keep it simple because honestly speaking, this conversation is disrespectful. This discussion ultimately raises 2 questions here, which leads to a hot take I'll share in this video for all the Kyrie stans. Number 1, what Kyrie years are considered prime Kyrie years? Are they his years with Cleveland, Boston, Brooklyn, or even Dallas? Because I really do not know. And I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, so I'm incentivized to say that prime Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn is better than prime Chris Paul. The 3 highest points and rebounds a game he's ever averaged and one of the highest assists per game he's ever averaged in his career. But Kyrie only played 104 games for the Nets, twice played less than 30 games. And Kyrie only played 60 or more games 3 out of 16 years of his career. What Kyrie years do we consider prime Kyrie years? The second question, has Kyrie ever been a bona fide superstar in the NBA? I'm not talking highlights, I'm not talking filet jelly roll layups, I'm talking superstar. There's no doubt Kyrie Irving is a superstar on offense, but is he a complete superstar? Exactly. Which leads me to a hot take that's not truly a hot take. Kyrie Irving, unfortunately, is not a top 10 point guard of all time. I'll list them. Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Big O Oscar Robertson, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, John Stockton, and I'm taking Tony Parker. And if you really want to go there, Kyrie might not be top 13 all time. That's if you count Jerry West and Allen Iverson, who are point guards and also smart 2 guards, but I would also take Damian Lillard over Kyrie Irving. All time. So if all those guys are over Kyrie Irving in their prime, how can Kyrie Irving be over Chris Paul in his prime? If you really believe in your heart to hearts that prime Kyrie is over prime Chris Paul, you should have your basketball card revoked.